All right. Qualified the podcast is here with Freedom Sneaker Club, HTX, as well as DJ Clint up in this thing, man, for the Heat Exchange. So today we're talking about kicks. Heat Exchange is pretty simple. It's about what you copped or what you haven't shown yet. You know, you can pull something out of dead stock if you just want to, wow everybody. I know that y'all are holding on to some heat, and
Right.
I got something. I worked with a little bit. Okay. But at the same time, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what you guys have. So remember, like and subscribe. You know all the details by now. Welcome to season 3. We're still on this. Find us on YouTube as well as all streaming platforms. Now, along with this, we got a couple of points and tips. How y'all want to proceed with this? You want to go into the Heat Exchange first, or do you want to go into the general discussion and tips?
I'll vote Heat Exchange, and
Yeah,
I'll vote Alfredo first.
Man, come on, bro.
Because I just want to
You're
see.
trying to sneaker battle me like Unbreakable.
Not at all. Not at all. I got some GRs to show today. I'm not showing nothing crazy.
I got some simple stuff too. So I can definitely kick off the Heat Exchange. I got 3 pairs that I'm going to show right now. So
Lord,
me too. Perfect. So, great minds think alike.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a quick 3, and I'm gonna start with the most. I'm gonna go from the past date to most recent pickup. Right. So back in December, one of the hottest releases of the year to end off the year. Jordan normally don't do this. Normally they stop with the cool grays, which I've already shown on the Heat Exchange, also on previous qualified podcasts early, but just don't forget that was in November.
Yeah. Watch the episode.
Go back and watch it, educate yourself on that. But end of the year, he had to go grab these. These are actually in Clint's size, but I'm wearing it for myself. Yes. So I had to go grab these, man. Yeah. So I normally size up when it comes to all patent leather shoes. So I had to get it in a size 14. So yachtgang, yeah, holla at me. So we got the patent bred ones. Love this. If you're wondering what this shoe is based off of, it's based off of the leather bred one. So had to apologize. This is a Heat Exchange for a reason, people. This is the Heat Exchange for a reason. So yes. So this is the 2016. I think this is the 2016 version, and then I had to come back and get the 2022. I mean, this little tab on it, I mean, this is so dope, the way that they put so much thought and detail on this, especially family written on the inside of that. Fire. So I'm sorry, Clint. I know you was out there looking for 14s. I grabbed it.
And I didn't get those.
Yeah.
So it makes it.
Don't worry. Also, if you watch the episode with our friends, the Vault. Yeah. So
shout out to the Vault, man.
Shout out to the Vault. Got some good stuff cooking with them. But they talked about sole shields. I love sole shields. They gave their opinion on why they don't like it. Look, it's up to you and your sneaker. If you want to protect the sole and put a little protection on it, you can. But I sold anything that I think is like heat, and is normally on the Heat Exchange, you're going to see sole shields on it. My cool grays had sole shields, so no surprise there.
But that was okay. So that was 2. That wasn't 3. Or are we doing blind man's bluff? You're just going to throw out the 2 and then wait for somebody so you can just throw big 6 at the end of this?
So since Clint threw me out there first, I'm gonna release the hounds. I'm gonna give you everything. So that was a 1A and a 1B. I didn't cop the leather version of this shoe this year, but the patent breds had to have it. Happy to have it in the collection.
Okay.
Some people that I've been waiting to bust that shoe out on. Just know there's a clip in the. There's a bullet in the chamber. We ready over here. So I just think there's a heat vest. Shoe number 2. So end of the year, we're starting to get into beginning of 2022. We're going to talk about this a little later about the little lull that we have with Jordan. They love at the beginning of the year, they'll give you some okay stuff, and then it's like nothing.
Mhm.
And there's a drought. And Nike, if you're listening, that is a great time to drop some of your retro Nike basketball shoes, your Jason Kidds that are going to be coming out, your Penny Hardaways that are be coming out, all those shoes. You could have did that in January. Stop trying to, anyway.
Preach.
Nevertheless,
Your chest
I digress. This is also another shoe that Clint was looking for.
Oh my God, why are you doing me like this, Alfredo? What did I do?
Because you threw me out here first.
What did
So
I do?
what did you do, man? Look.
Oh,
So you know, every time I go and have a little flashback. Remember, I was sitting in the office. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get these South Beaches, and I didn't hit that day, and then I end up going back to get it. I'm like, you know what? There's some bronze coming out to start off the year that I might have to get my hands on.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God.
I think I know where you got him from too.
The LeBron 9 Watch the Thrones. Dope sneaker. The accents that are on here are fantastic.
Wow.
I mean, black, gold logo on the bottom. I mean, this.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Is dope. So, little history behind this shoe. I want to say the Watch the Throne tour for
Jay-Z and Kanye.
and Jay-Z. They rocked these in Miami.
Yep.
And I think they were like one of maybe 4 people to have this shoe. I think it was LeBron.
Never released too. Yep.
And they never released it. This was a $2,000 shoe years ago. So they finally decided to give us a version of it. And I'm like, you know what? I have to go grab it. And it's a size 14. So, because LeBron's run small. But the details on this thing is just absolutely just insane.
Man, look at that.
One question.
Yes.
One question, Alfredo. Did you happen to get those from Active Athlete on Murphy Road?
No.
Okay.
shout out to Active.
I passed on them and I seen it. Actually, I regret it.
I got it from the Active Athlete on Federal.
Okay.
Well, you weren't far away.
That makes sense. See, I knew it was one of the actives because they got
it. Active. Because and I went in there to grab these, and I'm like the only one in there. And I'm like, nobody want these? He's like, you want another pair? Like, you got another 14? No. Okay, well, I mean, it's gonna do me no good. But yeah, had to have to Watch the Thrones. Dope LeBron. So happy to have this in the collection.
Wow.
Final shoe. And it's real simple. I got plans for this shoe. I'm gonna make some nice customization to this, but this is a size 13. And for such a very simple shoe, this shoe is so hard to find now. You used to walk into Foot Locker and find this shoe easy. I don't know what happened to make guys go crazy.
Yep.
Over some Air Force One all white lows. I think they call these like Uptowns in New York.
They call them Uptowns in New York, yeah.
Uptown.
It was funny. They had so different generation. They would call those gangster Nikes, but we would call the Nike Cortez gangster Nikes.
Yeah.
That was like, now the G Nikes is a Cortez. Like, no, it's an Air Force One. It's like, no, it's not. And shut up.
Now the all black version of these are called the murder Nikes. Like,
yeah. Those
coming down the street, just go
breaking it in.
Yeah, that's a B&E.
I remember Giannis wore these in the finals. When I saw him walking in, you know how they do the walk when they're walking into the arena.
The tunnel,
I saw he had these on. I knew it was over. I'm like, this boy's coming for blood. So they had a restock of these at JD Sports at Deerbrook. It's almost sold out same day. I just happened to go on the next day and they had a size 13 on display. Run that. Now,
run that.
The next time you see this shoe, it's not going to look like this. You better tap in, subscribe to qualify, because I got some nice plans for that. So.
But I hope your plans don't involve you coffee staining it or something like that, right?
No.
I don't like that.
Nah,
coffee stain?
No.
Hey man, I
like
drink coffee. Do you know what happens if I spill coffee on my shoe? I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Like, what are you talking? I don't want my shoe to look like that.
Exactly.
that age look is nice though. It's nice.
Look, you can have that age look. There's nothing better than a crispy pair of Air Force Ones. I mean, if you don't believe me, ask Nelly. He said get 2 pairs, but I mean, he's
Two pairs.
Two purrs.
Two pairs,
Yes.
but he got some bigger, no play on words, issues that he's dealing with right now.
Hey, real quick, now that I think about it, the age look that you brought up, right? So I had a thing, and I talked about this actually with I think it was Jessica that I talked about it with. That age look is kind of new, kind of not. But I was doing a lot of collabs, right? Because even with the ladies at the Vault, Mariella is a little bit more tried and true. Jessica is doing we'll call them a high-end sneaker collaboration, right? So I was buying John Varvatos collaborations, Comme des Garçons, stuff like that. So I got the Comme des Garçons Chucks, which some people are saying is kind of old now, like that's done because Comme des Garçons kind of oversaturated them with too many different styles. I kind of agree. But the John Varvatos collection with the Converse was something interesting because of Entourage. So
yes.
I didn't have a third, but now I'm gonna throw that in as the third on the Heat Xchange. So I got something for it, right? But that look that the John Varvatos collaborations came out with, some of them were aged and distressed, some of them were just real clean. My OCD won't allow me to have a distressed shoe. Like I just, every time I look at it, I'm just like, I gotta clean this thing, man. They need to be white, like I never wore them at first every time.
Right.
Now,
that's interesting you say that, because this is the very opposite spectrum of that. And I see this a lot with Travis Scott fans. They trash their shoes and wear it as a badge of honor. I mean, you see them out at Astrofest in the mosh pit, I mean, tearing up $1,200 shoes.
What? Yeah.
And are happy about it. Like, it's interesting how, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's like what your preference is. Me, it's got to be crispy. It's got to look BS. It's also help on the resale if I wanted to get rid of them.
Sure.
Some people, I mean, I wear them. Don't get me wrong, but I'm babying them too. So, but it's interesting. But that vintage look, I don't know where it took off in the past few years, but you started to see them in the Armand 3s that we showed that had that vintage look. Yeah. And you're starting to see them starting to re-release like Dunks and Air Force Ones with that yellow. So, I mean, even the biohacks that came out a couple of years ago got that vintage. Just, I don't know, if it may have came of age when thrifting was big with the vintage tees. Now you get vintage sneakers.
That's really,
I think that's where it probably came from. But
I can see that.
Hey, my vintage will still be clean. The leader.
Yeah.
That Macklemore era changed a lot. That Macklemore kind of era changed a lot. Remember when that thrift song came out and people was more, it became cool to wear old stuff and thrift. Yeah. And then the turbo green ones. That's when I feel like it got like it spilled over to Jordan, because now it's like, okay, this shoe's made to look faded, made to look kind of aged, and they just took it and ran with it.
Yeah. Off-white 5s. The black ones, age look, yeah, it's crazy. But I'm here for the variety. To each his own. I love to see how people get creative and make their pair their own, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, just don't stain it with coffee. That's where I draw the line.
Don't do that.
Drink coffee, though. Don't die with coffee.
Yeah, it's for drinking. It's not for staining. Like, what are you doing?
Now, is that the new DJ Clint shirt, or is that just a different color of the original design?
This is the original, but this is like a sample. This is the first embroidered sample. So shout out to my guy. Yeah, it's embroidered. It's on all my shirts. Matter of fact, I got a couple which I can show those too. But I got all embroidered my new sample. So I'm still working on them because I gotta get the price down. I gotta make it affordable for my people before I really just sell it. But yeah, man, I gotta. This is like the kind of Yeezy tan. I'm gonna call this Yeezy tan because it goes with a lot of Yeezys. It's got that nice little khaki look to it. Got the original logo just embroidered, kind of vintage look. Yeah. Even a couple little distress marks like here at the neck.
Oh, I see that.
Something cool, give it a little different little vibe, oversized. You know, so for my customizers who want to rip and repair and do all that. So got some plans in the future, you know.
Okay,
Got some stuff coming.
I know you're working and cooking up some things. I guess this will be the FSE takeover.
Yeah,
but,
right. It's safe with the mini takeover.
Little mini takeover in there. Look.
Man, you know something that's funny? You got those brands still out, right? So I want to look at. So you said yours is 2016, right? Is it just me, or this 2013 pair look more on the mid-ish side? Now these aren't new. It's not part of my, Heat Xchange. I just wanted to, since Alfredo wanted to bring out big guns, and I brought out the. But I do want to ask, y'all notice that?
It looks like this is a little taller on the 16.
It's this right here.
True to the OG than the 13.
This is 2030. Yeah, this is different. And the tongue too. The difference in the tongue. Very thin and flappy.
Yeah,
if you peek. Yeah, you got a white inside too.
I got a white inside, and then I also got, but this is the number pair though.
Yeah, this is before they start going into the high OG stuff. But the funny thing, I want to say on the box though, it says high OG though.
Yeah.
So, Jordan Brand, are we throwing around high OG now or what? Because I was thinking the other day, like, what is the true high OG? Because you got a 85 Georgetown, like those.
That's the one. That's it.
You got this.
Yeah.
You got that.
Because that was was that when they started to do the remastered?
I think this when they started to remaster, because this is one of the first ones with the Jordan, the Air Jordan 1 box. Because look, even if you notice this on yours, on most of the ones that don't have this, but see that Jordan 1 85, you see that? It even says it on the box, 1985 Air Jordan 1. So I think this part of their remaster, because most Jordan 1s don't have anything on that little line on the box, It's just, if you look on the box, unless maybe just the Briz have that. The Briz, maybe it's all the Briz, I don't know. But I just had to ask you about it because you just brought it to my remembrance, because I skipped over. When I got these, I haven't got any other Briz since then. This is the only Briz I own. I've worn these like 2 times.
Yeah, that's a special
maybe 3
there. Yeah.
So yeah.
I gotta really like it before those. It's some more heat in here that I haven't broke out. This is just what I bought recently. I got some stuff that I bought last year that I haven't.
Just relax, all right? Just relax though. You don't have to do that too drastic, okay?
Just watch your tone. That's all I'm saying.
Watch your tone. What do you want? What are your terms?
All right. So I'm gonna close the show. So you're up next. Round 2 is yours.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna switch up the climate a little bit. Since we went out Jordan, I got what I gotta go with.
I already know. Let's get it.
I already know. So first one. Had to bring this one out, man, because I just feel like they don't get enough love, which they should. Got to go with the 500s, man. And these are I want to say the ash gray, which is kind of funny because they came out with 2 of these 500s like the same weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, what they do Yeezy, they make them look like they're going to be kind of the same or similar. You're going to be able to get them everywhere, yada, yada. Funny thing, the clay browns were more common to find, like the darker pair, the brown pair, that's actually a true brown. These actually hit on the UK side. So we're going to talk about that. I want to give some tips and even some little small differences, but these were a UK pair, size 14. So there, 14 really is not a big deal, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's just more common, or their scale of sizes is different. But for some reason, I can hit 14 overseas, like UK sites. And I want to say this was either Foot Patrol or it was one of them sites. Soul Links always drops Foot Patrol or SNS, one of those sites. So when I say these are just nice, bro. Like they got a nice hue to them to where it's like it's not really a tan, it's not really a true gray. It's like a
neutral. It's nice.
It's very good neutral.
I hear a lot of people say the 500 is the most comfortable Yeezy of them all. Do you agree with that?
Now, since having since having a pair of like Quantums that I wear all the time, instead of just like, just sitting and having the foams, these definitely top 3, but they're not the most comfortable anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just recently how they changed it, because I got the Super Moon Yellows, the ones that's like the first 500 that technically dropped, that yellow kind of faded yellow pair. That pair feels different than these and the clay browns up. And I'm thinking of something with that little band on the inside, how they put the little you know, your little band right there, that kind of see that holds the toe. I think they made it shorter on the newer ones because now it's like it fits a little tighter. Other than that, it's still just as comfortable. But yeah, I would say 500s is definitely up there. But Quantums, bro, y'all get a good, nice pair of Quantums.
You can find those. I mean, they're kind of sitting okay.
Yeah, they are sitting. That's why I'm just eating them up. I got the originals. I got the all black ones. I call them Redondas. Got the all black ones. I got the which else? I got the frozen blue, the ones that glow.
Yeah.
What else I have? The bariums. So I got a good amount of Quantums actually, and I even got the amber ones. Those, and I wear those all the time. I wore those last night. I wear those all the time. So
we can tell. All the boxes in the background. He got more.
You already know. Look, you already know, man. Look, I ain't bring out no heat like you did. I didn't come offensive. I came on the defense. I'm just showing the GRs and stuff y'all probably missed. So he's gonna sneak back to the back.
Everybody's got a plan.
You know. But my second one though, another Yeezy, a little bit more height, still chilling though. Not on Alfredo level, but you know, I had to pull out some, man, because I originally wanted the Belugas. Couldn't get them for some reason. I just had no luck. But I easily, straight to cart, Apple Pay, boom, confirmation, all within a couple minutes, the blue tints.
Blue tints.
Blue tints. And the reason why I really had to go ahead and get these, really honestly, is trade bait. Shout out to my guy, Freedom Sticker Club, for me on the Trade Block app. I just found out, like, just me starting to get stuff that I know is going to be worth the trade or worth the, you know, just having, because I know somebody's going to want it. If I don't want it as much, I can use it as my trade bait to get what I want. Almost an perfect exchange for the Belugas. But funny thing is, I done got these, I done sat around with them, and now I'm like, I want these too. So I don't know if I'm going to trade them. I think I'm going to hold on. But I really want the Belugas, you know, the original, the gray, orange stripe, reflective. Just because I'm already planning on next year rooting for my Astros, because I know it's going to be a tough season next year. So I'm going to throw them on with my Astros gear. That's going to be my new Astros, you know, shoes, the Beluga. So, but these blue tints is nice, but I got to really, really dig deep and try to figure out how I'm going to wear these, because it's like an awkward kind of, but it's cool though. It's cool.
When in doubt, camouflage.
Like, yeah. Hey,
or cargo. Yeah.
Man, you're preaching to the bishop, because I'm camo guy. I'm not even the choir, the bishop, because all I wear is camo. I grew up in that Wiz era. Camo shorts go with anything I want to wear. That's what I wear all the time. Those are my defaults. And then, you know, I'm a Navy baby, so my dad put me on camo a long time ago, and that's my go-to, man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, man. Like, if you got a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, camouflage, or the tan cargos, put on whatever shoes you want. You match it. You're fine.
And that's probably what I'm gonna do with those. And I got a little denim jacket to kind of go with them, kind of, you know. So yeah. But those are my two.
Nice.
Yeezys. I got one Jordan I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
One Jordan. And I gotta shout out the team over at Active, you know, still in the bag. Took them home because, you know, it's nigga his. A lot of times I had that problem buying stuff, taking it home, boom, straight to the pile. But these, though, I'm gonna give you a little hint of what those are, because they were super sleepers. Super sleepers. And right now, for the record, a year from now, watch this is at least 300 to 360 shoe.
I'm gonna say 400 because the blue version of it is 400 now.
And I have those I've never worn. That's the crazy thing. But I'm thinking of the white pair. Have you seen the white pair?
Yeah, hold on. Before you pull it out, Hassan, you want to take a guess on what sneaker? We knew it, just off the box, we knew what it was. You want to take a guess?
So I'm going to go with a number.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, can I get two guesses?
Yeah, we give you two swings at it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll tell you warmer, Cody.
4.
Cold, chilly, pretty chilly.
Oh, okay. Then
let me give you a little bit more box. Give you a little bit more box. A little bit. I can't show the wrong part though. A little bit more box.
14s.
Ooh, you are steaming hot. You close, buddy.
You close.
All right, last swing then. Last swing.
A little too hot.
A little too hot.
Yeah.
Just a little.
12s.
Oh.
Jump right
cool
over.
Back down a little bit.
13.
Qualified jumping
There
over
you go.
Jumpman.
There you go.
Yes.
You're on the money.
All right,
Yes, it
go
is.
ahead,
Y'all go
13.
ahead. So, but the funny thing with these though is
Like that was the first Jordan release of the year after New Year's. Yeah.
And I want to say too, that was like right after the ones, right? The patents.
Right after the patents. Yeah. Beautiful shoe. Beautiful
the purple
shoe.
on these, man,
It's
it's something different. And one thing I like too, if you can see that little pod at the bottom, how they did, it's almost like an iridescent color. It's like a black iridescent, that little cat eye that they normally do on the bottom is normally like an accent of the shoe, like the secondary color. Like I think on the Flints, it's like a light blue, almost like a Carolina blue, since that's like the accent color. But these, it's like a black iridescent, man. But these are nice though. These are definitely go for your Sacramento fans. Definitely for your Lakers. I'm surprised a lot of my Greeks, my Qs, the bros, I'm surprised they didn't go for these a lot. They going crazy. They waiting on those ones. I get it.
On the Brotherhoods.
I feel like these got more of that, that Q, that Omega kind of, vibe to me. This the Crown Royal, that royalty purple kind of, court purple, These are nice, man. And funny thing, I actually doubled up on these on accident.
Smart.
I said, let me just go ahead and get a second.
Smart.
When I thought about it, now these actually going to go up because black and purple, these are nice.
Yeah, those are hard.
I like those.
Especially too, you know what? That it just reminded me too, that LeBron alternate jersey. I mean the Lakers alternate jersey, that black with the purple. These will go pretty nice with these too for the Lakers fans. Well, if they make the playoffs. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm a Rockets fan, but
It's so interesting how Jordan come up with these names because that's not the first court purple 13. The first one was actually, wherever it's black, it was white. And it had a little bit of yellow on the bottom. And then they come out with another.
They call those the Lakers. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, the Lakers ones,
So I thought that shoe was so beautiful. All your Baltimore fans with your Lamar Jackson jerseys. I don't know why you don't have that.
Too. Yeah. It's a lot you can wear with this actually.
I love that shoe. This year I'm like, I'm really going after. I have to be very intentional what I buy this year.
You got to kind of filter.
I wouldn't buy anything. I was gonna get those. I'm like, I'm gonna hold off. But they're gonna be $400 by the time I want them. It's gonna be too late. I can feel it. That's gonna go up.
Well, you know what 14 is in case you want.
I got some trade bait over here for you. Look, we make it work.
Well, I guess I'll go last.
Oh man, save the best for last.
Well, maybe. Let's save the eclectic for last. How about that?
Save the eclectic.
All right. So as mentioned, the Entourage Chuck Taylor All-Star. I'll go with that one. So that's what we got here.
That's clean.
Straight to it. I see.
Black cap, white outsole, but the inside, the All-Star on the inside with that smoke. Yeah, smoke clear bottom.
Yes. Now you wouldn't put a sole protector on that?
Nah, man. Quite honestly, I think I've only worn these 3 times, and I've had these since Entourage was on.
Yes.
So I think that in terms of like it's showing character or anything like that, I'm just gonna let it ride. I just let it be. But it's really because it was already smoke tinted in the first place. So I just let it run. But it's a very comfortable shoe.
Show the tongue. Is that like a leather tag on the tongue right there on the front? Oh God, that's nice too. I was talking about the tag on the front though. Is that leather logo on the front?
Right here?
No,
right there.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. I like that. That's quality.
Yeah, very quality. And it's got the Nike Lunar soles in it because you remember when Nike bought Converse, these were like some of the first things that they started to reinsert to improve the sole. So much more comfortable, for a flat shoe. So I really, really like these though. I will wear these with jeans. Sometimes I wear with the Sunday shorts. You know what I mean? I'll put these on. You got to respect these because as soon as he kicked his feet up on the chair and you saw the clear, I said, "No, I'm buying those. I don't even care." Those. So, but these are John Varvatos Converse collaboration.
Those are nice.
Yes, nice.
That's a date night shoe right there.
Second at bat.
No, you didn't bring out no kamikaze.
All I see was Alfredo face first. Ooh.
Oh. I love kamikazes. Oh my!
My 3rd pair of kamikazes, by the way. You can never have too many.
Man,
where did you find that color?
the suede on these are so soft. I said, nah, I gotta get them. I gotta get them. That blue suede is tough. Now, I got some other ones. I got a little bit more of the eccentric collaborations. I guess I can bring those out a little later on, but they definitely do get some wear. I think I've only worn these one time, but you know, I got the Ghost of Christmas Past, and I also have the fish markets. So now I got a pretty basic, if you will, colorway for this. White sole, still hex light on the sole.
That Hex, yeah. So one thing I love about Reebok though, that Hex, that technology is dope.
Very comfortable. But last but not least, I'm very happy with these. So I did casual, I did basketball. I'm gonna do running this time.
I like how you broke that down. Oh, something different. Okay. I see with the New Balance. Ooh, shout out New Balance.
It's the New Balance Casablanca 327.
Oh man, see.
It's tough.
Remember
gold on the eglets, everything. This is tough.
Remember we were talking about Nike a few episodes ago, and they said in their financial report that one of their biggest concerns was New Balance.
This will be why.
The quality on that is crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. Look at on the inside. Look at that. Look at the tongue running up, the intricacies.
Oh my God! With the
you better be careful, man. You know, New Balance is getting hyped. You might want to hide those.
Yeah,
you come see me about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel weird about trying to join that hype real quick, but I really want to get on that 550 wave. What y'all think about them 550s?
Look, I got one.
He's got them.
The Carolina.
To me, just in my opinion, I got a few New Balances. I got the 527s, got the 990s, and then I have the 327s. I'm starting a little pile of those, right? But the reason why I don't particularly like the 550 is because I can't wear them for too long. Like it'll start right there at the at where my toes are, start to compress a little bit. I don't like it. So it is you remember how we used to have dad shoes, right? Like the dad shoe wave came in, the Monarch, arguably a Yeezy platform was a dad shoe.
Right.
And you was talking about it, and I said, I like the ugly shoe. I like the LA Gear 90, the Pippin platform. That's a heavy, bulky, ugly shoe. And I prefer that. That one to me is very what's the sport? Racquetball-esque.
Yeah.
It's very much like that. New Balance
is a tennis shoe, like a true tennis shoe.
True tennis shoe. It has its place in that genre of sport, and that's fine. It's just that it hurts my feet when I wear it for too long. So I'm a pass on it. I respect the fact that they're bringing it back, but to me, they're a little too plain.
I know what you mean.
For it to fit my bracket.
And what size are you, by the way?
Well, that depends on who's making it. So, you got a 10 and a half, 11. But New Balance is 10 and a half.
10 and a half, okay. Because I want to get a New Balances, 550s, and those Alfredo, you probably know. You know that other shoe they did, the kiwi colorway, and I forget what silhouette that is, but the Joe Fresh Good,
the Fresh Goods, yes.
What model is that? Is that the 990s?
The 992.
992.
That's what it was.
There was an orange pair we talked about a few episodes ago. You have that one readily in hand, Hassan? It was a primarily orange New Balance.
That I got?
Yeah. I think we were talking about.
Let me go check.
Yeah, I thought it was primarily orange. And that's when you learned that I do not do anything orange.
Okay. So we might be talking about these.
Yeah. See, that color pops just something crazy.
So that's a 574.
See, I need to switch it up. I need to switch it up.
I saw these and I copped them, regular price. And I copped them and I said, you know what? I'm going to use these when I walk around traveling. So I went on sabbatical and I took these as my primary shoe. And Europeans were giving me a lot of respect. Like I'm walking around with these colors and stuff. And this is durable and it's very comfortable, but it is a durable shoe because I put this, holy hell. And so I came back and they were all sold out. I spent 2 weeks refurbishing these. They look brand new.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. They look.
Oh,
Shout out to the vault. They didn't do this. I did this, but I respect the process because Lord, this took a long time, is what I'm saying. So like, but I got them back up to where they need to be. They clean now. I thought you meant these though.
Woo.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
What are those?
What are those? This is
those Reeboks.
This is the Reebok Zig Tech Mida sneakers in Japan collaboration.
I haven't heard Zig Tech in a long time since back in like
this
JJ
is,
Watt days when they first signed him.
Zig Dynamica. Yeah, so it's Zig, but it's Zig Dynamica.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not an orange guy, but yeah, that's dope. I respect those. Those are nice. I mean, look, I might have to next Heat Exchange. You might see some New Balance from your guy. So that's clean.
I got some stuff coming, man. I'm sitting here staring at my shopping cart like I shouldn't, but I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I got 3 things I'm trying to pull the trigger on, but so as with Heat Exchange, as we conclude this, I will let you know this is much like Little League Baseball. There is no winner. Okay, so everybody wins in this situation. We all get trophies, yay! But y'all came with it, man. You really came with it. In conclusion of the show today, let's talk about some tips that you wanted to give out to people, and I'll let y'all lead that part.
I will kick it off, man. Well, first off, like we discussed plenty, before, information is key when it comes to shoes. So. Best tip I can give like right now and what's been working for me personally, especially as a personal buyer. I'm not saying this as you're trying to resell or trying, not saying that you couldn't use this, but this is more a tip leading to personal pickups. Really watch, because I'm a person, I'm up late all the time. I DJ, I do after hours. Sometimes I'm just up because of my sleep schedules are crazy. So I'm up and I'm on Twitter. So I'm looking links and stuff up. Really watch for Twitter. Because these UK sites, you will be surprised, especially for smaller size. But if you're a larger size, like 12 on up, even if you're looking for something weird, like a 12 and a half, I've even got a 13 and a half and a 350, stuff like that. So for a friend, just offer UK sites. So best tip I can give, like first off, man, really look into these UK sites. I started off just following Soul Links. And as they tweet out stuff, I go back, even when stuff is sold out, it's already done. I go and do my research and go and click those links that they put out for stuff that you might want, and look at some of those sites, because a lot of those you may never heard of. Like I think one of them is Foot Patrol is a good one that they post a lot. It's a few like that, but Foot Patrol, SNS, a lot of good stuff. And honestly, if you're really trying to get like Yeezys, that's kind of like your best fair chance at going manual. Because I got lucky on those blue tints with Hibbett. And last time I hit something on Hibbett like that, retail, just easy, walk straight in, it was the Clay 350s. That was 2017. So that was just that's why I'm kind of keeping the blue tips. But other than that, man, the UK sites is where it's at. And honestly, a lot of Reebok is on there too. For sure. Reebok and New Balance. Those New Balances you showed the first pair. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the second pair. I want to say. Those, I've seen those. I've seen those a lot on there. I see those a lot. And they'll drop like 3 pair once. So you just literally click the link, go and see what they got. A lot of times, even after release, when stuff's supposed to be sold out, they'll have a couple like a 7 and like 11 or a 9.5 and an odd side, just random stuff. So you just luck up sometimes. So UK sites definitely where it's at. Turn on your notifications, and I start looking around like 3 and 4 o'clock on after, because I think their time, what is it, like 8, depending on what countries drop. Yeah. So it's like just the beginning of the release for them. So that's one good tip. Definitely follow those links, subscribe to them, but also turn on notifications and just watch around 3. I stay up sometimes 3, 4 if I'm already up, and just watch Twitter. So that's one good tip. And I'm starting to learn too. Apple Pay is definitely where it's at. But PayPal definitely helps, because you can have multiple cards on there. You can switch which one's your primary. Because I have multiple bank accounts, but also multiple debit cards. I got one card I use just for when I get like bonuses from work, or like a DJ gig and I get some tips. I'll put it on that account, kind of like my shoe fund, or kind of like my emergency, my shot drop card. So just in case it's already set up, already ready to go, no bills, no auto pay set up on it. So it's always money just sitting there. So if you ever need to, go to these sites, log in with your PayPal, you can just straight check out, and it's already gonna save your address, gonna give you a receipt, give you the confirmation. And a lot of times it'll give you the confirmation that you got the charge before the site does. Because PayPal, as soon as your money's gone, they're gonna let you know.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a really good tip and easy, free stuff, and it helps you with just releases in general. So any sites that take PayPal, especially the UK. A lot of UK sites take PayPal and Apple Pay.
For sure. So watch Twitter and try to get your PayPal set up.
And you know something too that kind of makes sense. I don't know if y'all have noticed this too. They kind of lean back into the whole UK thing. I think what it has a lot to do with, I've noticed this, release dates. Because in the US, you know, like especially last 2 years, a lot of stuff getting pushed back and this is delayed and this and that. When UK says February 10th, they don't care what you going on in the US. So a lot of times you can technically also, if you do want to resell get you a little bit of value towards your one personal pair, it's technically be an early pair if you buy it there and they push the date back here. Like I did that with those the Zoom Air Jordan 1s, the green pair, the Zen green. I got those early like that. Those the ash gray, the ones I showed, I got those technically early, or not technically early, but technically I got them earlier than everybody else did because the shipping was faster. So yeah, I think it's got something to do with the release date, especially since COVID. So keep that in mind too.
Fredo, educate us.
All right. So really good tip that I have, and I personally do this. If you really need to find yourself a really good Discord, especially for you guys that are out here that don't really get out and communicate and like to do the footwork. You can get on these Discords and they will definitely keep you up to date on when releases are happening. They will give you links for you to be able to bypass the queues that pop up on certain sites. And most of these Discords also have guys that runs bots. So you can buy a slot to get you a bot, not only for sneakers, but if you want to get something for your ladies, like some of these purses that sell out very quick, these guys can also, bot purses too. So some of these Discords are free. I highly recommend to get into a quality one. It normally runs anywhere from $10 to $15 a month, but the information that they provide and the services that they provide is invaluable. Even if you do also have a bot and you need help running it, setting up everything, these guys, as long as you're a member of their Discord, they will give you free help. Sometimes these guys do giveaways, but they do an excellent job of making sure you are up to date on everything that's happening before it happens. Perfect example, we had the Union Dunks drop today. These guys popped out links last night. They said, hey, be ready, do X, Y, and Z if you're doing a manual cop, do X, Y, and Z if you're running a bot. Okay, be on this page at this time because they have a tradition of switching up the link at the last second. We're going to have it here. And that was probably, I didn't hit, but that was probably my best chance that I've ever had of hitting on Union site. So I'll definitely be more prepared the next time. But these Discords, they provide such a valuable service to the sneakerhead community. $15 a month, you really can't go wrong with that. I mean, you'll spend that on tacos or your breakfast tacos in Texas, you know?
Right. So, now I'm hungry now. Yeah. So let me ask you, by comparison, is Discord comparable to Reddit, but it's a paid service or a pay site?
It's an actual app. So look like how Reddit is an app and a web page. It's an app, and you just got different servers that you have access to access these guys' I guess space on that server.
Okay. It's very similar though.
Yeah, it's very similar to Reddit. I think it's an easier platform than Reddit because they have everything broken out on the side, so you'll know, okay, they have it broken down by release. They have it broken down by slots if you want to purchase slots, general information, updates if you're trying to cook. These guys are starting to do NFT information on there too, investing. They show what their bots hit on. So I mean, you can go in there and literally see what they hit on for the day. It's great. Like I haven't been this successful in copy sneakers, you know, in a while. And the Discord has been a very big help. Like when the shock drops are coming, we know before anybody knows about it. And then they'll give you a little heads up. Hey, we're starting to see a trend. These are starting to restock at this store. You just go to this store. Let's see if they may have your pair. So they do a good job of keeping you up to date on everything. But similar to Reddit, I think but more sneaker focused.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, fellas. This was fun, but we got to run. All right. Yeah. Y'all, man, I got to tell you, the patent leathers look like candy. They just look so clean and shiny.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think if we were going to really just have a crown one for the day, that's probably going to be it. I really can't.
Hey, shout out to everybody who did get them, because I didn't. And the Clint pairs out there. Shout out to everybody who got them. You got one that Clint don't have, so
there you go.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Shout out to that New Balance that you showed, though. Seriously, I was pleasantly surprised to see that.
Super honorable mention.
Look, you got me over here about to cross the line. Like I'm about to, hey, Nike, y'all might really. I mean, you said it in your financial report. We know.
We got to look out for those guys.
Yeah, you better. Can I answer one quick question, quick little hot take? I just want to get your quick opinion.
All right. The
Louis Vuitton Air Force One that Virgil made that just auctioned off for $356,000 plus.
Yeah.
Brown pair. Yeah.
350 plus? That's a house.
Well, let me say it like this. It's not the fact that it costs that much. You can go to the Barrett Jackson auction, or excuse me, it's not the fact that it's sold that much. Barrett Jackson auction, you might end up getting the Eleanor Mustang for $500,000. It's really always about who's willing to spend the money. For me, and you know my style, like, and you know, Clint, you're getting to know this. I'm not as interested in the thing or the sport as I am interested in the money that's behind it. So the money is who bought it. I want to know who bought it. You know, like now you're going to wear a well over $250,000 shoe, or are you going to have that up in the, you know, right next to the Air Mags? This now replaces Air Mags in one of the more coveted items. I can understand why, but I'll tell you what, and I don't wish this to happen, but if Marty McFly goes and transitions, that Air Mag's going right back up. It's going right back up.
Oh, it's going to go crazy.
Yeah, so that's going to go crazy.
We'll touch on the Louis. I don't think we'll ever know who actually bought it. That's where my interest is. I'm like, who paid $320 for a shoe? You know, and like it, but I understand, you know, based on it being a one of one, you know, these are, you know, very specific editions. But hey, before this, you had the Derek Jeter 11. It cost $50,000. You know, you had the what's the Eminem was the Eminem 4 or 3?
Carhartt 4s, yeah.
Carhartt 4s. You know, that was 30,000. Yep. You know, they're up there. Who wore that?
Some of these shoes, though, to get that high, I'm just like, I'm not even a person that likes stuff because it's high. It's more of like, it's got like the look. And honestly, for Air Force One like that, I would do it more for the car. Like if the money's going to like how they do with like the Dornbecker, stuff like that. But
sure,
when it comes to stuff like that, I don't even wear Louis Vuitton. So me getting a Louis Vuitton, it's kind of like, man, it's a little out my, it's a little, what they say, bring the old terms, a little bit too rich for my blood.
Okay. Well, hey, listen, let's go ahead and close out, guys. Why don't you let everybody know where to find you?
Instagram, check out the YouTube channel. That's DJ Clint Kicks. And pretty much anywhere you can find me is westmade.clint, or just look up DJ Clint, Houston, Texas.
All right. So Freedom Sneaker Club HTX on majority all platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I did create a quick little email if you ever wanted to reach out to me, and it's sneakers@freedomclubllc.com. So if you got any sneaker requests, looking to get anything like merch, starting to get the merch going out now, feel free to reach out to me. But yeah, Freedom Sneaker Club HTX on all major platforms.
You can find me on all streaming platforms, YouTube as well. The merch store is coming soon. I mean, real soon. We have other branches for the platform that are coming out that's going to pique your interest. So we're everywhere. Just look us up at QLAFD, trademark, now registered trademark, as well as Qualify the Podcast. You can find me wherever you want to. With that being said, y'all be well. And my tip for this day is clean your damn shoes. All right.
Clean them.